From the very first day Ojonugwa was born, there was something different about her. She didn't cry like other babies. She didn't scream. She didn't even open her eyes much. She just yawned quietly, gave a lazy smile, and slept off. Even the nurse who helped bring her into the world said, "Your baby won't stress you. She will really sleep for Africa." And truly, sleep followed her like a shadow. As a child, when other kids were playing with sand and chasing tires, Ojonugwa would crawl under a table, wrap herself in ankara, and sleep like she was in a king's palace. Neighbors thought she was sick. One auntie even came to knock one day. "Mama Ojonugwa, your daughter has not come outside since morning. Is she okay?" Her mother smiled and replied, "That's how she is, my sister. She is just resting." But it wasn't resting. Ojonugwa was a professional in the Ministry of Sleep. It got so bad that even cold water couldn't wake her. Pepper under her nose? She would sneeze and continue snoring. Loud alarm clocks? Her spirit would silence them in her dream. In school, she became a legend. Her teachers gave her nicknames like Snore Queen and Sister Closed Eye. Sometimes she'd sleep in class with her mouth wide open and pen still in hand. One day, her teacher shouted, "Ojonugwa, wake up! What is wrong with you? Are you under a spell?" Ojonugwa opened one eye slowly and said, "No, Ma, I was praying." "Praying? With snore?" "Yes, Ma." That's when I prayed deeper. The whole class burst into laughter. At home, her mother was tired. "My daughter, tell me the truth. Is there any spiritual rope tying your destiny to mattress? Do you see yourself floating at night?" "No, Mama. You worry too much. Some people dance, some sing. Me, I just like to sleep." She even gave herself a nickname, the Sleeping Ambassador. As Ojonugwa grew into a fine, beautiful young woman, she remained the same. Beautiful face, sweet smile, but sleep was still her favorite companion. One afternoon, while cooking, her mother overheard her chatting with her best friend outside. "I swear, when I marry, I will enjoy my marriage. My husband must understand I love to sleep." "Are you serious?" her friend laughed. "Marriage is not a prison. I will sleep when I want to." Her mother ran out from the kitchen, shouting, "Ojonugwa, which husband will understand this your nonsense? Marriage is not a mattress." "Mama, relax. I will marry a peaceful man, not a soldier." Her mother just shook her head. And then came Emeka, the gentle church brother with fine glasses and a calm voice. They met on a Sunday morning. As usual, Ojonugwa followed her mother to church. After praise and worship, she slept. Right there in the front row, her head dropped and bam, she hit the wooden pew in front of her. People turned. Her mother covered her face in shame. That was when a kind voice whispered, "Sister, are you okay?" She looked up slowly. It was Emeka. "Yes, I was just, meditating." He smiled. "You meditate very deeply." She blushed and nodded. After church, he waited for her. "I'm Emeka. Just joined the church. I'm Ojonugwa. I've been here long. You seem like a peaceful person." "Peace is my lifestyle," she said with pride. They exchanged numbers. And shockingly, Ojonugwa had energy on the phone. She would talk for hours, no sleep, no yawn, But once he invited her out for lunch, she would come 2 hours late. "Sorry, I overslept." "It's fine," he smiled. "Love truly covers blindness." One day, she warned him. "Look, I love sleep. I hope you won't start disturbing me later." Emeka laughed. "Don't worry, I'm patient." And truly, he was. He tolerated all her weaknesses. He loved her deeply. Even her mother was shocked. This man must be sent from heaven. They got married. It was a beautiful wedding. But before they left, her mother whispered to the groom, "My son, may God be with you in this journey. I hope your house has enough noise. If this girl sleeps in a quiet place, she might forget to wake up." Emeka just laughed. He had no idea what he was signing up for. At first, marriage was sweet. Ojonugwa woke early, cooked, cleaned, even prayed with her husband. Emeka was impressed. "Wow, this marriage is really working," he said. But 2 weeks later, the spirit returned. First, she overslept and forgot the soup on fire. Emeka came home to meet a burnt pot and smoke in the kitchen, but she quickly blamed it on the onions. "The onions were making me cry, so I went to lie down." The next week, she forgot to pick up Emeka's clothes from the dry cleaner because she slept off while watching television. Then one day, Emeka came home early and found her sleeping on the floor with a mop in one hand and the bucket beside her. "What happened?" he shouted. She woke up. "You are back? I was just mopping when I felt a breeze. Then I decided to sleep a little." Emeka scratched his head. He had to be patient. Love is endurance after all, right? But things got worse. When she got pregnant, it became a disaster. From the day she found out, pregnancy became her golden ticket to sleep. She slept day and night, slept while brushing, slept while cooking. When Emeka tried to talk, she would say, "You don't understand. You are not the one who is pregnant. Do you know I am carrying a full human being?" She would sleep after breakfast, before lunch, and during dinner. One day, her husband caught her sleeping while standing beside boiling water. "Ojonugwa, what is this? I just wanted to rest. Carrying a child is not an easy task." When she gave birth to a healthy baby boy, Emeka almost cried not because of the baby, but because he hoped things would change. But motherhood didn't change the curse. She slept even deeper after delivery. Even her own mother was shocked during the Omugo visit. One day, Emeka came back and found the baby crawling in flour, with gari, beans and pepper all over the kitchen. Junior had even tried to open the red pepper container when Emeka dived like a goalkeeper and saved him. He picked him up, went to the bedroom and found his wife sleeping. "You were sleeping through all this?" "I didn't hear anything. Maybe I slept too deep." Emeka bathed the baby, dressed him quickly and stormed out with Junior. "Where are you going?" Ojonugwa asked. "To the hospital. What if he had swallowed something dangerous?" "Okay, please let me follow you," Ojonugwa begged. "No, stay right where you are and continue your sleeping." With that annoyance inside of him, he slammed the door and left. At the hospital, Emeka was moving up and down like a madman. Then the nurse came and said, "Sir, your baby is fine. He just had a little flower in his ear." Emeka cried in relief. "Thank you, God." And when Emeka returned later that night, he didn't even greet her. He walked past, dropped the baby on the bed and said, "You will pack your things tomorrow morning, and you're going alone. Junior is safer with me. Ojonugwa started begging, "Please, don't do this to me. You are my husband. I will change. Just give me another chance, please, my husband. I will truly change this time." But it was too late. Emeka turned and walked out. Ojonugwa sat on the floor crying until she slept off. She slept in that sitting position all through the night. The next morning came like a thief in daylight. Emeka had packed her bags and placed some cash on top of her luggage. "I have already informed your mother too." Ojonugwa stood outside the house with swollen eyes, looked up at the sky and shook her head. "So, this is how my marriage ends because of sleep?" She gently entered the taxi and cried all through the journey to her mother's house. When she got there, she knocked and said, "Mama, it's me, your daughter, Ojonugwa." Her mother replied from inside the house, "Go back to your husband's house." "This is my husband's house." "Mama, he was the one that chased me away." "Then go and beg him." "Please, I have nowhere to go. Just let me sleep here tonight. I will sleep on the floor, please, Mama." "That's what you're good at, sleeping on the floor." "Mama, please, I have truly changed." Her mother opened the door slightly. "Really? So how many hours have you stayed awake today?" "About 3 hours." "Come back when you can stay awake for 8 hours straight." Later that night, she didn't have anywhere to go to. So she ended up on a bench outside a pepper soup joint. That night, for the first time, sleep refused to come. Mosquitoes sang in her ears. The ground was cold. She covered herself with a wrapper and wept. "God, if I survive this night, I promise I will change." The next morning came. Ojonugwa looked like someone who had gone on marathon madness. She dragged herself along the dusty road, and that's when she saw a signboard. "Night security needed. No sleeping, no sitting. 12 hours. She stood there for a while, thinking of applying for the job. But something clicked. She applied, and she got the job. From that day, Ojonugwa began her war against her sleeping curse. She fought sleep like a soldier. She slapped herself, chewed bitter cola, stood all night, prayed out loud. 4 months later, she returned home changed, thinner, sharper. She knelt before her mother. "Mama, I've not slept properly for over 60 days. I now understand what I lost." Her mother welcomed her back. She began to serve, not sleep, and when she went to Emeka's house with baby things, her security ID and tears of honesty, he said, "Junior misses you, and I do too, but I needed to be sure. Test me. I am ready. No more promises. Just proof." Slowly, she earned back her place not with words, but with action. Ojonugwa had graduated, no longer a slave to sleep, a woman who fought for her home and won. Moral lesson: no matter how beautiful or talented a person is, laziness and lack of responsibility can destroy even the best relationships. True change doesn't come from promises or words. It comes from action, sacrifice, and determination. When you choose to face your weakness and work hard, you can win back what you lost and build a better life.